Thank you for joining me for a 45-minute Vinyasa style practice. With me today, I have obviously my mat, and I also have a few blocks. So if you have blocks or anything that maybe you could put your hands on to bring the ground closer to you, go ahead and grab them before we get started. Making our way to child's pose. So our knees come wide on the mat, big toes touch, sink the hips back over your heels. Maybe you extend the arms out long in front of you. Your head can hang down, or maybe the forehead rests on the mat. I always like to take a moment or two in the beginning of class to just notice how you feel. Shift your awareness to your breath. Taking deep inhales and exhales through the nose. After your inhale, open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Closing your mouth, see if you can inhale and exhale, making that same noise like you did when your mouth was open. Our Ujjayi Pranayama. You want your breath to be smooth and silky. Inhale, walk the fingertips further away from you on the mat. Exhale, hands come over towards the right side. Pressing the left hip down, stretching out the left side of your body. Inhale, walk the hands through center. Exhale, over to the left. Pressing that right hip back, stretching out the side body. Inhale, walk the hands back through center. Exhale, rise up onto your hands and knees, tabletop pose. Fingertips are spread wide. Inhale, drop the belly. Pull the shoulder blades together, gaze forward. This is our cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine. Look back at the legs. This is our cat. Inhale, drop the belly, heart shines forward. Exhale, round the spine. Just doing that a few more times. Let the belly drop when you inhale. And then let the belly lift when you exhale. Our practice is all about the breath. That's what's most important. After your next cat, finding that neutral tabletop. Let's take our fingertips, turn them back towards your knees, and rocking forward and back a little bit, stretching out the wrists. If this is too intense, bring the fingertips out towards the sides and rock it side to side. Either version is good. Stretching out the wrists. We'll be doing a lot with our hands. Let the fingertips face forward again. Inhale, extend the right leg out behind you at hip height. Pointing and flexing the foot. Rolling around the ankle. Reversing the direction. Keeping the foot flexed, you can stay right here. Maybe you reach the left hand forward. Your thumb is up like you're trying to reach to shake someone's hand. Pulling the fingertips and heels in opposite direction. Exhale, round, bringing either the elbow or nose in towards the knee. Inhale, extend long. 2 more times. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. I'm a little wobbly today. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, drop the hand and knee down. Inhale, take a cow. Exhale, take a cat. Inhale, back to neutral. Switching sides now, extend the left leg out. Pointing and flexing the foot. Rolling the ankle. Both directions. Keep the foot flexed, the leg is long. Reach the right hand forward just if you want. Reaching the fingertips and the heel opposite directions, one nice long line. Exhale, squeeze and round, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Last time, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, drop the hand and the knee. One more cow and cat. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, back to neutral. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Tuck the toes. Send the hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Make that upside down V shape with your body. Think about your chest pushing more towards your thighs. Maybe you bend one knee and then bend the other knee. Maybe you shake the head yes and no, making sure the neck is not holding too much tension. Let's inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, melt the heels down to the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, look between your hands, and exhale and step or walk all the way to the top of the mat. Bringing the feet hips distance apart. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Flatten the back so the crown of the head's reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Exhale, fold. Let the head hang down. We'll pause here in ragdoll. So maybe your hands dangle. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side if you like. Those knees can be bent deeply, or maybe just a little. Drop the hands down to the ground. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Reach the arms high to the sky. Look up. Exhale, press the palms together. Let the hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high to the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping both feet all the way back. And then press the hips high to the sky. One big inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. So you're folding at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, sweep the arms up high to the sky. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Take a bend over to the right side. Inhale, back through center, fingertips reach. Exhale, grabbing the right wrist, bend to the left side this time. Inhale, arms reach high, gaze up. Exhale, soften the knees, folding forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, walking the hands all the way up. Coming to downward facing dog. Pausing here. So we're not doing any vinyasas yet. Take a few breaths. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Go ahead and step the left foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, press the hands together, come to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back. Left foot, then right foot. Press the hips high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, walking the hands all the way towards the back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. We'll take those side bends again. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, walk those hands all the way up, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Inhale and exhale. On the left side now, reach the leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach all the way up. Press the palms together, bringing them to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high, bend the knees. We're sinking down low for chair pose. Think about engaging your core in towards your spine. Sink down a little bit lower, weights in the heels of your feet. If your shoulders feel like they're tensing, you can always keep your hands pressing down into the thighs so you can lift the chest up. One more big inhale. Exhale, fold, release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step both feet back. This time, let's drop down onto our knees and lower onto our bellies. Bring your forearms out in front of you, pressing your chest up, drawing the shoulder blades together. Tops of the feet are on the floor. And breathing. This is our Sphinx pose. Letting the belly droop down towards the ground. We're starting to open up through the chest. Exhale, lower. Place the hands under your shoulders. Inhale, press up, tabletop. And tuck the toes. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, maybe stacking the hips. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, squeeze the knee and nose together so you're rounding the spine and then your shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, rolling out to the high plank. You can always drop down to the knees if you like. Exhale, lowering down onto your bellies. Keeping the hands where they are. Inhale, start to straighten the arms a little bit. Cobra pose. So more intense back bend here. And then tuck those toes, coming either through tabletop or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee. Again, maybe you're stacking those hips. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, rolling out to that high plank. Again, maybe you drop to the knees, keeping the arms hugged in towards your chest. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up. Again, lowering halfway down. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower halfway down, staying here, maybe flipping onto the tops of the feet, finding an upward facing dog, or come down onto your bellies for a cobra pose. And then tuck the toes, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Let's take a few more breaths here. So let's stay for 3 breaths this time. So focusing on the breath, those even inhales and exhales. Inhale, lift the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, squeeze the knee and nose together, cheetah pose. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Spin the blade of the left foot down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Keep a nice bend in that front knee. Maybe you sink it down a little bit lower. Shoulders are drawing away from your ears. Exhale, hands come behind you. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Exhale, bow forward. See if that right shoulder comes inside the right thigh. Head can hang down. If you don't like your hands being bound, you can drop them down to the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Release the bind. Left hand stays on the back of the left leg. Reach the right hand up and back. Peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Stepping the right foot back. Lowering down, maybe to your bellies or halfway down. Finding your version of a back bend, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, hips come high, downward facing dog. Left side now, inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, squeeze the knee and nose together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step that foot forward. Spin the blade of the right foot down. Inhale, arms reach up. Sink down into the shape. Maybe the right hip pulls a little more towards the front of the room, squaring the hips off just a little bit more. Drop the hands down behind you. Interlacing the fingers, opposite thumb on top this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. Use the core to come up. Right hand on the right leg. Flip the left palm up. Sweep it up and back. Stretch the front side of the left body. The left side of the front body. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step the left foot back. You know where to go. Lowering halfway down or all the way down. Coming onto the tops of the feet. Upward facing dog or cobra. Hips come high, downward facing dog. Pausing here for 3 breaths. Maybe coming to child's pose if you'd prefer a child's pose. Inhale, look between the hands. Maybe you bend the knees. Exhale, big step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms all the way up overhead. And press the palms together. They come to heart center. So we will do 2 sun salutation Bs, just with the version we were doing, but we're going to skip the little practice vinyasas in between. Bending the knees, sinking the hips low. Again, maybe your hands stay on the thighs, or maybe the arms are reaching high to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your feet back. Coming to a downward facing dog, whatever way works for you, whether you take these little vinyasas or not. From downward facing dog, lifting the right leg high, squeeze the knee and nose together. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step your foot forward. Warrior 1. So just like before, we'll take those 3 poses we took before. So we took a warrior 1, a humble warrior where we bowed, and then a peaceful or reverse warrior. So we're moving a little bit faster now because we know the poses. After the 3, your hand comes down. You lower down onto the ground, taking a back bend and eventually down dog. From down dog, we start on the left side. Inhale, the leg lifts up. You squeeze the knee and nose together. Inhale, extend high. Exhale, step it forward. Again, 3 warriors. A warrior 1. Hands behind you, other thumb on top. Humble warrior. We rise up, sweep the arm up and back. Peaceful warrior. Drop the hands down to the ground. Stepping back. And did you know if you don't want to do these planks, you could always drop down to your knees, coming to a tabletop. And then you could come, inhale the cow. Exhale, round into cat. And when you round into cat, then you tuck the toes and lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Lots of different ways to modify. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Remembering the breath is most important. So if you need to pause, child's pose, seated, standing somewhere, to come back to the breath, go ahead and do that. Inhale, look between the hands. Come high on the toes. Exhale, step or jump, top of mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Arms reach all the way up. Press the palms together. Hands come to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, look up. Hands to the mat, stepping it back, 1 foot, 2 feet. Lowering down. Back bend. Hips up and back. Again, following your breath. Reach the right leg high. Squeeze the knee in. Lift it back up. Step the foot forward. Rise, warrior 1. Drop the hands behind you. Bow forward. Release and come up. Sweep the arm back. Peaceful warrior. Wimble your hands to the ground. Stepping the foot back. Lowering halfway or all the way down. Back bend. Downward facing dog. Last side, left time. Last time, left side. Lift the left leg up. Squeeze the knee and nose in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step. Spin the blade of that foot down. Warrior 1. Arms behind you. Bow forward. Use the core. Rise up. Stretch the front body. Exhale, wimble the hands down. Stepping the feet back. Lowering down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Hips come high. Downward facing dog. Let's drop onto the knees. Bring them wide. Big toes to touch. Child's pose. Maybe taking a cleansing breath if that feels right. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, noticing how your body feels after we've taken some bigger movements now. Rising up to tabletop. Bring those knees a little closer together. Tuck the toes. Hips come high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, big step, top of mat. Inhale, lift halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Arms reach all the way up towards the sky. Press the palms together. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands to your hips and jump your feet a little apart so they're about hips width apart. Inhale, drawing the elbows together, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground. Maybe you grab for your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Elbows come out to the sides. Drop the head down towards the ground. If you're unable to grab for your big toes, not a problem. You can always hold on to the ankles. You also have the option here to bend the knees deeply. Maybe your chest rests on your thighs. Those biceps are actively engaged, trying to draw your torso closer towards your legs. Inhale, lifting halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Releasing your big toes. This time, place your whole hand under your foot. Think about your hands being slippers, and you're sliding the feet into the slippers. So those toes are maybe giving the wrist crease a little massage. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, option to bend the knees here. Or maybe you have blocks. If you can't get your hands under your feet, you can always let the backs of the hands rest on the blocks. That's a great option as well. A few more breaths here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Hands come onto the hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, jump the feet together. Hands come to heart center. With your left foot, take a step back. Not a big step back, just a little step back. Inhale, teeing out the arms. So now you're facing the left side of your mat. Right toes face forward. Gaze looks forward. Exhale, reach the right hand out and down towards the ground, maybe your shin, maybe to a block. So I'm going to place a block outside my right foot. Right hand is resting there, left arm's reaching high to the sky. My crown of the head is reaching forward, so I'm trying to lengthen the spine even though I bent over towards the side. Gazing up at your left fingertips or down at the right big toe. Exhale, look down at the ground. Inhale, rise up. I'm softening my knee. I'm also bringing the block with me because I want to use it on the other side. So right toes turn in, left toes turn out. I'm placing the block in the left hand. I'm reaching the left hand forward and all the way down. When I do that, my right hand comes up. Again, crown of the head is still reaching. So I'm finding length even though I'm folding. And we're still breathing. One more big inhale. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, rising up. I'm going to leave that block here because I'll need it again. So left toes turn in, right toes turn forward again. I'm going to shift my hips a little bit more forward. So spinning the blade of that back foot so that I'm more at an angle versus straight out to the side. Inhaling the left arm up and the left hand comes down. I'm going to grab for that other block, place it outside my right foot. Right hand reaching high to the sky. So we're revolving the triangle. Placing the weight evenly between both feet. So using both legs. This is a twist, so it's harder to breathe. So remember, inhales and exhales, not holding our breath. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up. Teeing out the hands, all 10 toes, face the side of your mat. Go ahead, left toes towards the back. Go ahead and take that back foot now, a little more wider. Reaching the right arm high. Exhale, the hand comes all the way down, twisting to the other side. Think about taking that left hip, pulling it back a bit. One more big inhale. Exhale, gaze down. Soften that front knee. Inhale, rise up. Teeing out the arms, all 10 toes facing the left. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Hands come to heart center, Namaste Tahi. Inhale, take another step back with the left foot, even bigger than before though. All 10 toes turn towards the left. Inhale, teeing out the arms. Yeah. Exhale, turn the right toes forward, bend into the right knee. Place the right hand down onto the ground. Left hand reaches high to the sky. Maybe you gaze up at the fingers. Whichever way you're gazing at, you still want your chest to be lifted, not down towards the ground. So keeping the front body open. Exhale, look down. Inhale, stand tall, tee out the arms. All 10 toes face the left side. Then the left toes face towards the back of the mat. Bending into the knee. I need to move my block a little bit closer to my foot. I drop my hand down. The right hand reaches. Just like the previous poses, we're trying to put even weight in both legs. So not just the front leg, but the back leg as well. Exhale, look down. Inhale, stand tall, teeing out the arms. One more time, bending into that right knee. Bring your hands to heart center. Hips are going to face towards the front of the mat. So I've lifted my back heel up, at least for starters. I'm twisting now, taking my left elbow outside my thigh. You can stay here. You can drop the left knee down. Or maybe you drop the heel of the left foot down. Press those hands together. Exhale, look down at the floor. Inhale, rise up. All 10 toes facing towards the left. Do a little reset. Left toes towards the back of the mat, bending into the knee. Hands come to heart center. Hips spin towards the back. Hook the right elbow outside the thigh. Take whatever variation you took on the first side. So maybe you're dropping the knee down. Maybe you're dropping the heel down. See if you can breathe into the space in your back and side body. Exhale, look down at the ground. Inhale, stand tall. Tee out the arms. Again, all 10 toes facing the left. And we'll step forward to the top of our mat, hands to heart center. We'll take one more big step, one more time. Big step back with the left foot, teeing out the arms. This time, pigeon toe your feet in towards one another. Yeah. Placing your hands on your hips. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades together, elbows together. Exhale and fold. Go ahead and hold on to the waist, maybe even squeezing into the abdominals a little bit. On every exhale, maybe you squeeze a little bit more so the head, crown of the head comes closer towards the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down to the mat so they're under your shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway again. Exhale, fold. Keep the right hand down. Reach the left hand high to the sky, taking a twist. See if you can place a little weight more into the heels of your feet this time, just for something different. You're sending the hips back. The crown of the head reaching towards the long side of your mat now. So again, the hips and crown of the head reaching in opposite directions. Drop the left hand down. This time reaching the right hand up. Still breathing. Think about the left ribs twisting down towards the ground, right ribs reaching high to the sky. Dropping the right hand down. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands come to those hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale here. Take the toes, let them come more out towards the corners of the mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees, goddess out the arms. So now we're in a horse pose. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop it down, holding here. So working those thighs. Place the hands on the thighs. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head high towards the sky. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down. Inhale, back through center. Keep those legs squatting down low. Exhale, dip the left shoulder. Yes, I'm trying to distract you from the sensations in your legs by dipping our shoulders. Inhale, come back up. Exhale here. Inhale, tee out the arms, just a little more work. Inhale, lift the right heel up. Yeah, so you're on the ball of the foot. Drop the right heel down, lift the left heel up. Drop the foot down. We're going to try both heels, we're at the end, you got this. Big inhale in. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, stand all the way up. Full body stretch. Nice job. Exhale, hands to your heart. Big step back to the top of the mat. Go ahead and shake that out. You should be proud of yourself. Go ahead and remove the blocks away from you so they're not in our mat space. We'll take a few balancing poses now. So inhale, lifting the right knee high to the sky. and flexing the foot. So just feel your balance on that left foot. Place your left hand outside the right thigh. Reach the right hand back. Maybe you start to twist your chest over to the right. So just a little twist here in our balance. Maybe you can gaze all the way back at those right fingertips. Taking your gaze forward, untwist, drop the right foot down. Shaking it out a little bit if you need to shake it out. Switching sides. So placing the weight into the right foot, lifting the left knee up. Hands can be at heart center. Noticing all the little muscles firing up in your foot, your ankle. Right hand comes outside the left thigh. Open twist. Left hand behind you. Still breathing. We don't hold our breath when we twist or when we balance. I know we're combining both together now. It's crazy town. Maybe you look back at the left fingers. Just a few more breaths here. Bring your gaze back forward and release that foot down, shaking it out if you need to shake it out. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, fold, bringing your feet hips width apart. And go ahead and squat down. Hands coming to your heart. If you prefer a wider squat, you could take a wider squat. It's not accessible for everyone, so maybe you just come down here. We'll pause just for a few breaths. Allow the hands to come behind you. Gracefully come down onto your bottom. We'll take a few boats here, so some core work. Sitting up tall, your chest is lifted. Maybe you come onto the heels of your feet. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you let your torso lean back a little bit and you lift your legs so that your shins are parallel with the mat. Maybe you straighten the legs all the way out. Whatever you're doing, you want that chest lifted. If you start to round, come back to a different version that feels better for you in your low back. One more inhale. Exhale, let's lower down to canoe. So we'll keep the heels and the shoulders lifted off the mat. Inhale, come back up, boat pose. Still breathing. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up, boat pose. Last boat pose. You got this. Give me your best one yet. Exhale, last canoe. And then release down onto the ground. Whew. Hugging your knees in towards your chest. And maybe rocking side to side. We'll start to slow the body down. Coming back to your breath. Plant the feet flat on the mat. Press the palms into the ground. Bring the heels of your feet a little bit closer to your glutes. Gazing straight up at the sky. Inhale and press the hips all the way up. Feet firmly planted down onto the ground. Exhale, slowly lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Bring the heels of your feet closer to your glutes. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. One more. So getting into that back. It is a back bend. Inhale, pressing the hips up. Maybe seeing if you can lift the hips a little bit higher. Maybe seeing if you can lift the chest up a little bit more. So getting a little bit higher there in your thoracic spine. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Bring the feet wide, let the knees touch. Pausing here, noticing the sensations in your back. That's typically not the direction that we bend our spine in day to day, we're always more forward versus backwards. So again, just noticing how that feels. Drawing one knee into your chest and then the other. So squeeze them in, rock side to side. Allowing both knees to fall over to the right. Maybe the left arm extends out at shoulder height. Maybe you gaze over at those fingers. Use your core to draw the knees back through center. Give them a big squeeze in. Then they fall over to the left side. Again, option to extend that right arm out and gaze over it. Inhale, lifting the knees up. Exhale, squeeze them in towards your chest. Dropping the feet down, knees are pointed up. I'm going to take a block and slip it under my hips. I'm going to allow my hips to rest on the block and extend my legs up high to the sky. If you want, you can take happy baby or shoulder stand, especially if you don't have a block or a prop that feels comfortable under your low back. With my legs up, I'm going to just roll around the ankles. If you're in happy baby, your knees are in towards your armpits, bottoms of the feet up towards the sky. You're holding onto your feet, and maybe you're rocking side to side. Or maybe you're just wiggling the toes like a happy baby lying in its crib. Shoulder standers, maybe bring your feet down onto the floor behind your head. If there are any other movements you would like to take, feel free to do so now. When you're ready, we will make our way down, setting up for Shavasana. So I'm setting my block aside. I'll squeeze my knees in one last time. I'll take a big inhale in. Exhale, extending the legs out long, allowing them to come wide. The toes can fall out to the sides, palms facing up. Settling down your mind and body just for a few minutes to enjoy your rest. Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Inviting small movements into your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles, your arms and your legs. Reaching the arms overhead, full body stretch. Reach the fingers and toes in opposite directions. And drawing one knee in and then the other. And rolling onto your side. Pausing for a moment, maybe using your arm as a pillow for your head. Using that top arm to press yourself up to a seated position. Once you arrive, maybe you go ahead and soften your gaze or close your eyes. Taking a moment to notice all the great energy that you created in your practice today. Bringing the hands together at heart center. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to guide you through your practice. The light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Bringing our hands up to third eye center, we bow to one another. Namaste. For those of you who regularly practice with me on Mondays, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will get together again to practice next week.